Do you have a hard time knowing what to eat or cook when you're trying to eat healthy? Me too. But all of that is going to change one recipe at a time. Hi, I'm Lissa Flambe. My full-time job is in specialty foods and I'm very knowledgeable about healthy ingredients and healthy alternatives. I'm also a brand new transformational coach starting my own health journey. I am going to go from fluff to fit, and I want all of you to join me on this journey. I will be cooking a new healthy recipe every week and modifying ingredients to healthier ingredients, that when needed, of course, so that you don't need to miss out on the foods that you love. And neither will I, because who wants that? I know I don't. So let's become the healthiest versions of ourselves, one good choice at a time, one recipe at a time. This week, I decided to start very simple using a recipe from a 5-ingredient or less cookbook, because some of the more fun recipes have you cook 2 things at once. Then the recipe books, some of them even use the word meanwhile. And I joked, like, Lissa's not doing meanwhile on the first video because this is new to me and I want all of you to be able to see everything that I'm doing. So today I'm cooking honey chicken from 5-ingredient cookbook, easy recipes in 5 ingredients or less. Originally, this recipe, of course, was 5 ingredients. It was 523 calories, 19 grams of fat, and a whopping 68 carbs per serving. It did deliver 25 grams of protein. But my modified version is 6 ingredients. It cut down the calories to 318 calories. It's 13 grams of fat, 25 carbs, and it's still delivering you that same 25 grams of protein. I reduced the amount of honey and butter in the recipe and used those 2 ingredients in the last 5 minutes of baking rather than at the beginning, in the hopes of getting the same full flavor with less fat and carbs. I also added in an avocado oil blend to keep the chicken moist while baking. This is my first time doing this recipe, so we're going to learn together, and let's just see how it goes. So let's get to it. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Gather all your ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and cut the portion of butter we will need. Place 4 chicken breasts in a pre-oiled, shallow baking pan. Here are the ingredients you will need. 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Do not melt it now, we'll do that later. 1 tablespoon of avocado oil or avocado oil blend, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I used fine Himalayan pink salt. 2 tablespoons of spicy brown mustard. Set your honey and butter aside. You will need those later. Combine all of your salt with half of your oil and half of your mustard into a bowl. You will baste the raw chicken with this mixture. Save the other half of your ingredients to baste the chicken while cooking. This will prevent cross-contamination. Now, go ahead and baste the chicken with this mixture. Bake for 1 hour or until minimum internal temperature is 165 degrees. For high altitude, do not increase the temperature. Instead, increase the baking time by at least 15%. I'm at about 5,500 feet and needed to add 20 minutes. Mix your remaining mustard and oil. Baste the chicken after baking about 30 minutes and throughout as you see fit to keep the chicken moist. About 10 minutes before the chicken is cooked, melt the butter and combine with the honey. Pour the honey and butter over the chicken during the last 5 minutes of baking. Total cooking time at high altitude was 1 hour and 20 minutes, but it will take you less time if you're closer to sea level. Remember, internal temperature should be at least 165 degrees. Now, just serve with your favorite vegetable. I used green beans. The end result was great, but next time I'm going to add more spicy brown mustard to the recipe. I thought that I would like the honey flavor in there more, but in my opinion, the honey flavor is actually a bit bland. I loved the flavor of the mustard, and my test subject, aka the boyfriend, really liked the flavor that the mustard gave it as well. And we both agreed that it needed a bolder mustard flavor, and it would be nicer to do more of a honey mustard chicken rather than a honey chicken. So with that said, I will place the third modification list of the ingredients on the screen now. I increased the amount of spicy brown mustard from 2 tablespoons to 4 tablespoons and changed the name to honey mustard chicken. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe so I can bring you more videos like this every week. Remember, be the best you that you can be. Bye!